All right, Zoom peeps. As per usual, let's do a little mic check. Let me make sure. Interesting. All right, the mic. Okay, let's see. Okay, maybe now. Fingers crossed. Let's see. Any luck at all? I'm so sorry about that.
Can't hear you over the music.
Can't hear me and music. Yes. Oh, wonderful. Let's hear it. All right, we are jumping into it.
Hard to hear you over the music, Lexi.
Oh, sorry. Can you say that one more time? Music makes it hard. All right, we are gonna innovate. Okay, we're going no music today in the room. I'm gonna shut the door so we don't have any participants. All right, are you guys able to hear me if I'm talking at a loud volume, like right here? Please let me know in the chat. In the meantime, we're going to continue warm up with jumping jacks. Music makes it harder. Loud talking is good. So, loud talking it is. All right, keep jumping into it with about 15 more seconds of jumping jacks. And in 3, 2, and 1, we're going to transition to torso rotations, coming up onto the toe for each of these. We are here for the next 30 seconds while I get the rest of the technology straightened out. Let's just move that. That's okay, we're flexible, we make modifications. And in 3, 2, and 1, we're going to be coming down, touching the toe, starting to really focus on warming up that core specifically. And in 3, 2, and 1, standing up nice and tall, we're going to walk our hands out into inchworms. Coming all the way back up, celebratory fingers to the side, we're going to walk out into that good plank form. All right, finish this as the last one. In 3, 2, 1, we'll transition down dog to plank. Bring that one all the way down, making sure that we are getting in one straight line from our shoulders all the way to our heels. All right, and we are here for 3, 2, and 1. That was our short workout for the day, considering I know you all want to get into the good stuff. The first set that we have today is a compound set. You guys are all used to this by now. This is a set of compound motions. The first one in this set is going to be a down dog to a plank jack. This means we're going to begin in down dog position, rock back into that plank like we were just doing in warm up, and then spread those legs out for a plank jack. And we'll demo this one now. So we're getting the down dog, rolling forward into a plank, bringing those legs out and back into the plank jack, and going back into down dog. We're going to be doing this one on our normal 45-50 intervals. So without further ado, join me on the mat. Let's jump into this one in 3, 2, and 1. Down dog to plank jack for the next 45 seconds. All right, you are here for 5 more seconds. These numbers are going for 3, 2, and 1. Taking that 15-second break. gonna do one bicycle crunch, rotating the entire upper body. Lift the opposite leg and switch. We're gonna be doing this one for the next 45 seconds. So let's jump into it in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Rotating that entire upper body. Five seconds left here. You can get a couple more in. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Next one in this set is going to be a double leg lift to a roll up. We've done both of these exercises individually. We have not done them together yet. I want you to focus on pressing your hands into the mat outside of your bum. Full leg lift here. Bring those legs back down to the floor. And then lift your body up, reach towards your toes. I do not want to see you using the momentum to pull your upper body up. These are two separate motions. Bring those legs down and roll that upper body up. Let's jump into this in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Leg lift, keeping those hands nice and flat on the mat. Then coming into a roll up. Pressing our lower back into the mat as we do so. About halfway through this interval. Keep pushing with this one. 3, 2, and 1. Last exercise in this set is going to be a glute bridge to overhead reach. This is targeting those muscles of the posterior abdominals that we talk so much about. For this one, you're going to lift the hips, squeeze, reach overhead to the opposite side to engage those obliques, and do the same on the other side before coming back down. We're going to do 45 seconds of this at your own pace, starting in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Squeezing those glutes up. Twenty seconds left here. For 3, 2, and 1. All right, this is our 30 seconds break. We're going to do that set 2 more times. Please let me know in the chat if you have any questions. Would also love an update on how the volume level is going. If you need me to talk louder, I'm a loud person, so I can absolutely do so. Just let me know how the sound is coming across. You have about 15 seconds left before we jump back into the down dogs to plank jacks and get into that position. All right, getting ready to come up in 3, 2, and 1. Down dog, rocking forward into that plank, and coming up to that plank jack. these last couple seconds. Running 3, 2, and 1. Switching over, getting ready for that bicycle crunch. Let's go into this one in 3, 2, and 1. Bicycle crunch and lifting the opposite leg. Keeping that back press flat into the mat at all times. I want you to pull your belly button into your spine so tightly that I can feel it through Zoom. "15 seconds left on this one. You can do it." Okay. Four, 2, and 1. Grabbing that drink of water if you need it. Getting ready to use that leg lift to roll up. Remember with this one that we are doing each movement separately. Don't want to use that momentum to our advantage too much. Here we go. Lift and rolling up. Need to fight against gravity here. Ten seconds left here. And that's your time. Last exercise in this set, we had glute bridge to overhead reach. That was way easier to talk about without my mask on. Let me know if that made any improvement. There's no one in the room with me today, so we are good. Lifting 3, 2, and 1. Squeezing at the top. Reaching to each side. Gently rotating those hips to work the obliques as we reach side to side. "15 seconds left here. And that's your time. Taking a 30-second break here before we jump into this last set of this compound one. We're going to do these 4 exercises one more time, and the next set is going to be all about conditioning and isometric movements. Conditioning movements being those ones that are a little bit higher intensity, get your heart rate up. Isometric movements meaning that we are static, we are still working the muscle, but it's from a still position. You have 10 seconds left on this break. Grab a drink of water if you need to. Get ready to go to your last round of planks to down dogs. In 3, 2, and 1. Rocking back into a down dog. Coming forward in the plank, back plank jack. flat into the mat, if you're getting tired, and it might start to arch, push it back down. 15 seconds left. And that's our time. 15-second break. We are getting ready to move into those leg lifts to roll-ups. Remember, we are not letting gravity do all the work. We are here to do the work. In 3, 2, and 1. Double leg lift. And come up for that roll-up. Keeping that back flat on the mat, all the way down for our leg lift. For 3, 2, and 1. Last exercise in this set is going to be those glute bridges to overhead reaches. Here we go. Getting into position. Lifting in 3, 2, and 1. Fifteen seconds left here. Then we get a nice long 1-minute break. And that's our time. Taking a whole 1-minute break here while I explain the next set. Make sure you grab a drink of water, towel off if you're already a little sweaty. Next one is going to be a set of conditioning to isometric movement. So what this means is instead of our normal interval of 45 seconds of work and 15 seconds of rest, we're going to be doing 30 seconds of work, holding a position at the isometric part for 15 seconds, and then resting for that last 15 seconds to make that full 1-minute interval. The first exercise in this set is going to be oblique mountain climbers to a plank. Oblique mountain climbers are the ones where you're bringing the same knee up to the opposite elbow, so you can really get that rotational movement. I'll demo this one now. Or on your hands. And then that'll be what we're doing for our first 30 seconds of this exercise. Last 15 seconds of the interval, which I'll call out, is going to be holding that plank position. So we'll be here for 15 seconds, and then after that, we will rest. We have similar exercises for the rest of this set. Without further ado, let's jump into this one. Come to that plank position. Let's begin in 3, 2, and 1. Bringing those elbows up, or the knees up to the opposite elbow. 30 seconds here. Already halfway through. Holding the plank in 3, 2, and 1. Bring that butt down, pulling belly button into spine. Lift yourself away from your shoulder, from your wrist. For 3, 2, and 1. Next exercise in this set is going to be dead bugs to a hollow body hold. Dead bugs, we are bringing either both the arms and legs down at the same time if you want a little challenge, or alternating arms and legs down. That's our first 30 seconds of this exercise. The last 30 seconds are going to be a hollow body hold, legs at a 45-degree angle, arms out, shoulders lifted off the ground. Let's jump into those dead bugs in 3, 2, and 1. If it hurts, lift those shoulders higher, tighten your glutes, pull the belly button to spine for 3, 2, and 1. All right, that was the second exercise in our set. Next one is going to be snow angels to a Superman hold. So I want you to come over onto your stomach. For the 30-second movement part, we're going to be snow angeling as if we are face down in all winter wonderland. Snow you can see in the upper mountains. Then for that last 15 seconds, I want you to stretch out in front and behind. Hold that Superman hold. Let's jump into this one in 3, 2, and 1. Snow angels for these first 30 seconds. Head looking straight down at the mat in front of you, protecting our spine. For 3, 2, 1, let's hold. And releasing back down to the mat. Last one in this set is going to be, next one in this set, we have one more after this, is going to be V up flutter kicks to a V up hold. So for this one, you got your fingers pointing towards your butt. I want your legs up in the V, and we are gently bringing each leg down. Heel gently taps the ground. Then we're going to be holding that V up position for the last 15 seconds. Let's jump into this one in 3, 2, and 1. Bring each of those legs down, holding that belly button into your spine. If you need to make this one a little bit less challenging, you can have one leg on the ground and then switch. If you're here for the more challenging version, keep the other leg in the air. 15 seconds left here, and switch to that hold. For 3, 2, and 1. Either holding that V position or bending those shins to be parallel to the floor, whichever is more comfortable for you. Hold for 3, 2, and 1. Woo, shake it out, 15-second break. Last exercise in this set is going to be a reverse plank leg lift to hold. So, we have not done reverse planks before. You're basically going to balance on your heels, lift those hips so we have one straight line still from the heels all the way to the shoulders. For the movement part, we're going to be bringing those knees up toward the chest, and the isometric portion, we're just holding that reverse plank. Let's jump into this one in 3, 2, and 1. Let's do those hips, bring the knees up towards the chest. Keeping that slight bend in the elbows, don't want to lock the joints here. Ten seconds left, you can do it. For 3, 2, 1, holding that first foot, lift those hips every time you get tired. Five seconds left, you can do it. Lift for 3, 2, and 1. Woo! All right, full 30-second break here before we jump into that set one more time. All right, getting ready to jump back into those oblique mountain climbers to a plank. Get in position, let's lift in 3, 2, and 1. Knee to opposite elbows. Switching to a plank hold in 3, 2, 1. Lift those shoulders away from your hands. For 3, 2, and 1. Woo! dead bug. In 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Bring those legs and arms down, or alternate arm and leg, keeping that back rested to the mat the entire time. Dead bugs for 3, 2, and 1. Hollow body hold. Lift those shoulders off the mat. Legs at that 45-degree angle. We're only doing this set 2 times. This is your last round if you hate this exercise. You can do it. For 3, 2, and 1. Releasing down to the mat for those 15 seconds. Next one there is going to be those snow angels. Let's flip over onto our stomach. And in 3, 2, 1. Begin with those snow angels. Thinking about lengthening the spine here, stretching out in front and behind you. In 3, 2, 1, let's hold. Reach out in front, point those toes and stretch behind you. For 3, 2, and 1, releasing down to the mat. Coming over to those brutal via flutter kicks. In 3, 2, and 1, bringing each leg down to the floor. Halfway through. All right, switch into a V-sit in 3, 2, and 1. Shins parallel to the ground, 4 legs straight up in that V. Hold that belly button in the spine for 3, 2, and 1. Release down to the mat. Last one in this set before we move on to our new set is going to be those reverse planks. Let's get ready to come up into that position. In 3, 2, and 1. Lifting up, beginning to march those knees up towards the chest. Alrighty, halfway through. Tightening those glutes, lifting your hips. For 3, 2, 1, and hold that first plank. Lift those hips. Pull your belly button into spine. For 3, 2, and 1. Woo! All right, we did a whole 1-minute break here. Happy to answer any questions you have in the chat. But if you've been coming to my classes for a while, you know what time it is. Scale of 1 to 10, let me know in the chat how you are doing. 1 being, oh man, Lexi, I thought this was gonna be hard. I was ready for a rocky Thursday, and here you are not even making me break a sweat, so I can make it a little harder on you. 10 being, I am exhausted, I am out of breath. Show me some modifications, some ways to bring this down to a more sustainable level. Helpful for me to figure out how to run the rest of class. Sweet, glad to hear you're liking the exercises, Taylor. I was really psyched about this class plan, so I'm glad to hear you're psyched about it. All right, next set, we've got 30 seconds left in our break. It's going to be a weighted set. So make sure to grab 1 10-year weight. Doesn't have to be a weight, it can be a thing of laundry detergent, a gallon of milk, whatever you have on hand. And 2 lighter weights. I'm using 6 pounds, something around 5 to 6 pounds if you have it, is going to be, by my estimate, my body strength, going to be just perfect. First one's going to be 30 Russian twists. We're going to do these ones in unison rather than on that 45 routine interval, so grab your heavy weight. Let's jump into these ones together. I count one as each side. That's one rep. Let's hop those feet off the ground and go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rotating that entire upper body. That's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, halfway there, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, so close, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. Making sure while we're doing these, try and keep those feet as still as you can possibly keep them. It's a balance exercise as well as a rotational exercise for those obliques. If you're curious why we're doing them at what might feel like a slow pace, it's because that's what properly engages the muscles, forces us to slow down and contract them rather than just rushing through it. Next exercise in this set is going to be 12 plank rows. This is where our lighter weights are going to come into play. So rather than that crazy reverse plank we did, we're going to jump into a set of traditional plank rows. So coming up in that plank position, we're going to bring that arm back until our elbow is parallel with the rest of our body. Bringing it only up to match with the rest of our body on one side, then on the other. That's set 1. Let's jump into these ones together in 3, 2, 1. Coming up in that plank position, row on one side, and that's 1. Let's go for 2, and 2, 3, and 3, 4, and 4, 5, and 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, check the plank form, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10, 11, 11, last one, 12, and 12. Woo! Coming down, getting ready for the next exercise is going to be 20 weighted bird dogs. So for these weighted bird dogs, we're going to come into the quadricep position. We would normally bring the leg and the opposite arm out and then bring it into crunch. It's the same thing, except we're doing it with a weight, then bringing that weight into crunch. If you don't like placing the weight on the weights when you're on the ground, you can put your hands flat on the ground and grab each weight as you come up. Let's jump into this one in 3, 2, and 1. We'll go for 1. Switching foot. Other side. That's 1. 2 more. 18 and 18. Last one. There's 20 and 20. Woo! Shake up those triceps. I know this one's hurt there. Core stability is also a big factor. Last one here is going to be wood chops with the heavy weights. Our last hit for today, and then we are done. For this one, we're going to take that heavy weight in front of us, hold it out while on our knees so we're forced to engage our core. This is one way to make upper body exercises also have to play a movement in core stability. We're going to bring that out and simply chop to each side. There's our demo one. We're going to be doing 12 of these, and we are done for the day. So get into position. Join me here. Let's go for 1 and 1. Twist for 2 and 2. 10 more. 3 and 3. 4 and 4. 5. 5. Almost halfway. There's 6 and 6. 7. 7. 8. 8. 9. 9. 10. 10. 2 more. You can do it. 11. 11. And this is 12. Woo! Put the weight down. Pat yourself on the back. I know that was quite a burnout. We're going to switch gears, move into a little bit of cool down now. While we're still on our knees, let's rock the arms back and forth, alternating, crossing one over the other. Moving into some wide arm circles. I know those last couple ones felt a little bit more like total body core. And I say it every class, and I'll keep saying it every class, but the core is a stabilizer muscle group, and it is important to incorporate core as well as all other muscle groups into your exercise routine. Switching directions, arm circles in the other direction. Let's bring one arm across the chest. Use the forearm of the other arm to pull it back towards your chest, stretching those tricep muscles, as well as the deltoids, which are the muscles that surround your shoulder. Swing those arms out. Let's switch to the opposite side. And we're going to come back since we're already on our knees. Squeeze those glutes, place your hands on your lower back. Gently lean back and drop the shoulders to stretch that rectus abdominis. You can bring your heels or your hand back to your heels if your flexibility allows and it feels good. And let's bring those hands slowly up to the lower back again. Coming down into that tabletop. We're going to do a couple rounds of cat-cow. This is at your own pace. So stretching chin up, arching that back inwards, and reversing to the opposite. Tucking that chin in. Let's straighten those legs out. Come down into cobra. Lower the hips. Press your shoulders away from the mat. Option to rotate your head here on your neck. I know a lot of those plank ones and ones where our shoulders are lifted can put a little bit of strain on the neck to support and stretch it out as well. And let's come back into child's pose. Shift the weight from leg to leg, gently stretching the muscles of the lower back. And standing up straight, shaking it all out. Give yourself a pat on the back. You're going to kick ass job this Thursday. Thank you all for joining me. Despite the technical difficulties, love any feedback on exercises you liked or didn't like during this class plan, as well as anything you want to try for the end of the quarter. We're coming up so close. I think we just have next week together. Other than that, hopefully we'll see you all next Thursday or Tuesday. If you'd like to come to Total Body as well, have a wonderful weekend, and I'll talk to you all soon.